And while you do that, I ask you some quick questions.
Yeah, sure.
First one, what do you feel you're doing wrong, or like what do you feel is going bad? Because I see your diamond ranks is not like you're incredibly bad at the game.
Yeah, but right now I feel like I lose very often in the laning phase. I'm often too scared to fight,
Okay.
and sometimes it's just like I don't know really what to buy, like the itemization. I really like the on-hit build, but sometimes it just don't feel that good. I don't know.
Which on-hit build are you building?
I'm going for Borg first into Runans and then Terminus.
Yeah. There is one on-hit build which I think personally is really good, but it's Blade the Rune King Rage Blade Hurricane.
Okay.
I think it's probably like the best on-hit build. It has a pretty high win rate too, so.
Yeah, maybe I should try it.
But do you feel like you know matchups? Like, do you know how to like play against certain matchups? Like, do you have like a general idea of like when you win, when you lose?
Yes. But there are some matchups like I really hate to play against Lila. I feel like after 6 I just lose.
How do you feel about APS? So I think you played it a few games, no?
AP feels strong, yes, but I think I'm playing it wrong. I
Yeah,
mean,
I think 80% of Twitch
it's
players
a
play AP wrong.
it's more like you play the fight slowly, right? You throw your
Yeah,
W and have to wait, and I'm like more I need to auto attack, I need to auto attack.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I think that's the main problems, and maybe when I should look for roams or stuff like that.
Hmm.
I think that's the main issue.
Just like a general example, like you played against Estral Ash, um, one game.
Yeah,
Do you know when, like, how you should play that lane?
I feel like we shouldn't fight or engage them. Ezreal had press the attack, Hail of Blades.
Uh-huh.
I feel like if they just poked us down, maybe we should look for all in early.
Yeah.
But we didn't just get poked, got stuck on the tower, and yeah,
Yeah.
then it was like GG.
No, because most matchups are like that, right? Like you have Ash, Estral is like a good example. Then you have like the classic one, which is Caitlyn Karma.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and the answer is always like you have to all in, and the best time to all in is like when you hit your 6. So if you bound like 20 CS, but you get level 6 and you get a recall, then you usually win the all in. So
Yeah, and that's the point. I like Twitch hasn't the best laning phase,
yeah,
but sometimes I feel like if I wait too long to do something, I don't know, I can't snowball or get some kills
hmm.
and stuff like that.
Is there any
Uh,
reason you go result second by the way most of the games, or unless you
uh,
swap it?
I've swapped it recently. I have seen someone use it and I gave it a try, but I'm not sure if it's worth.
Hmm.
25 euros, you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And summoners, I saw one game like this one way, like this. You went heal one game with the Lulu. Is there any reason you took heal?
She asked for it.
Oh.
I I only play Ghost most of the times, but
Yeah.
she was like, "Yeah, take heal, take heal." She wants to win the lane, and we need heal for that. But I don't know.
If you can like, I think you have like 3 options, and heal is like the worst one. Like that's like the fourth or fifth option maybe. Like you have
Yeah,
Ghost, then you have Exhaust, and you have Cleanse, and like those are the ones like you don't want to take heal. Like it's so like
yeah.
It can be good on champions that really want to space, like Jhin or something, because they just want to like get away with fleet and then heal away or something.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it has really bad synergy on Twitch, and then also like Ignite will just completely nullify it anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, it was my bad, I guess, to just listen to her.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I felt it in game. It was like useless.
Yeah. No, so I was just wondering because I just saw one game and I was wondering why you took it.
Okay, I sent the money, I
Yeah, I
guess.
got
You
it.
should get it. Okay, nice. Just took a time. I didn't make a donation like ever.
Thank you, man. Other than that, I don't think there's any problems. Do you know how the coaching works? Like, have you watched any of the videos? So, like, I told you, I think maybe.
Yes, I watched some, but not to the full extent. I just clicked into it, looked a bit.
Okay.
So, but I guess it's like I go into a game, you will watch me, and then we talk about the problems or what I could have
Mhm.
done different.
Because there's a few things we can do here, but obviously, um, I'm not sure. Like, both can work, but obviously, I think first it's just a good idea to talk about your builds because you're doing a lot of different stuff, different runes, etc.
Yeah, I felt like a bit down after losing so much, so I thought maybe it's like the builds. I'm building shit,
Mm.
and then I just tried different stuff out. But yeah, this was a bad decision.
But you like playing Lethal Tempo, right? You don't like playing,
Yes,
yeah.
it doesn't feel that strong right now, I think, but it just feels better than PTA for me.
At the very start of the season, PTA was like much better than Lethal Tempo, but now they've like balanced things a little bit more. So Lethal Tempo is like better again. But
Okay. I guess it depends on the lane. If I
yeah.
play with something that wants to all in, like at maybe level 3 or so, I can take PTA if we can win the matchup, I think.
Yeah. So I'm gonna show you something first and then you can decide what you want to do.
Okay.
Sit. Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay. So the build that I go is like usually now, and I think it's like the most consistent build.
Mm.
And you take Lethal Tempo, so like you can just click it to see it, like this one
Yeah.
as I win rate. This is fine, like sudden impact is really strong still. But I really like going Inspiration secondary with boots, and then you take Cosmic Insight.
Mm-hmm.
So like because when you play Ghost Flash, like one of the most important things on Twitch is having your flash and like Ghost.
Yeah, true. That's right. That's right.
So with Cosmic Insight, you get it back faster, and I think especially in
Yes.
like the high elo you get, just playing those consistent builds and like having a summoners back is really important. And before I used to like think, these like high elo players playing like cookies, through
Uh,
boots, whatever, is kind of cringe. But when you really try it and you get your flashback, because you get your flashback like a minute earlier,
yeah, that's huge actually.
yeah. And you always like almost always rely on having your flash for like dragons or baron fights.
Right. Right. Yes.
So especially if you're playing like Ghost Flash, I think taking free boots because the boots also give you movement speed, like extra movement speed.
Yeah,
Right?
that's true. And you get them for free as well. So
Yeah. And then Cosmic Insight obviously like gives you a Ghost and Flashback earlier, so like you have that like earlier. So like I really like this, and then you can see the build that I'm talking about is Blade Rune King, Page Blade Hurricane. It should probably be here somewhere. I mean, it doesn't really tell you that much, but
yes, but
it's
yeah,
just
I often feel like if I go blade into boots into hurricane, I feel like it's strong, but not the strongest item build there is. Like I don't know.
like Hurricane second is fine, but I really like the single target damage you get from Blade Hurricane, like Rage Blade.
Yeah,
Can I force this first? And second, yeah, you can see how it's like,
Yes.
like it's like similar to Hurricane. It doesn't really again say that much, but it just shows that it's like viable and that people play it, right?
What are your thoughts on Grid Twitch right now? I
haven't
I
actually played it that
actually,
much, but
yeah,
I think
it
crit is
doesn't.
lacking a bit.
Yeah.
But I think it's
If I,
fine too.
yeah, it's not bad, but also not good.
Yeah.
I feel like you kinda, even if I go crit, I still go Blade into Hurricane. And if I go
Yeah.
Infinity Edge after, I'm only at 40% crit, so it's like wasted. I don't know.
And I also think that Kraken Slayer is like still like mid. It's fine still, but I think like Kraken on Twitch is like overrated. But it's a decent item. It's not bad,
Yes.
but it's like overrated. Because like some problems you have, like going Kraken Slayer first would be really nice, but then you lack lifesteal and like you really need
Yeah.
lifesteal. And then you go Bloodline, but you can just see that Bloodline like in general it doesn't like really perform. Because alacrity is like so much better most of the time on Twitch.
Yes.
And then also if you go cut down, like the more HP you get, which is why if you go and cut down, you can even like just skip like the HP because then you can get like bigger bonuses.
What
Champions.
from the new runes, like there's tenacity, HP, scaling HP, what do you prefer taking?
I usually just go attack speed, adaptive, and then
Adaptive force and then flat health.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you can cheese it, right? Because if you like, okay, so Twitch has like really high base HP, so someone with like lower base HP can take cut down, in lane, and then they have like permanent 5% extra damage because they proc cut down like at the start of the game,
Yeah, true.
right? But Twitch can't really do that most of the time. He goes Doran's Blade, and then he goes like flat
Yeah.
HP or scaling, and you'll still have like more HP than most people. So then you can like cheese it by going like this instead, right? So you lose a 65 HP. So then you might be able to like proc cut down on someone lane.
Right.
It's not the biggest difference. And I think just having the fly HP for like all into something is nice early game. Because early games, like when you're weakest, you kind of want to just cover your like when you're weakest, and yeah. Yeah. I think first you can just go into a custom game
Okay.
just to see.
So it's okay if I stream it over Discord, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Custom game, training practice tool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what I take usually, but in the
Mhm.
next game I change it in with Trans Inspiration.
Like Revitalize can be good, but it's kind of like cheesy. You kind of
Yeah,
need
I
like a
only.
shielding support if you're gonna take it. If
Yes,
not, you
yes,
should
yes.
take like Overgrowth. But I still think it's kind of like, I don't know. It was better. Okay, so I can see your mouse. Okay, this is perfect.
Okay.
I can see you like the not the legacy one, you like the new one.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, no, it's good then. You can just queue.
Okay. And since I hit D1, I feel like I often just get gapped in lane.
Hmm. Like right now, I won't say anything towards lane or anything like your champion. I just want you to like what you usually do and then
Okay.
take it after game. The only thing I mentioned was the build and everything. Just like you can try that now if you want. If not, we can just go over after. Obviously, I would like to see you like trying it.
Yeah, sure.
Uh,
I think I tried Rageblade second some time ago, but I think it got buffed a bit
yeah,
recently, right?
yeah, exactly.
I didn't try it since then, so
Like I feel like I don't struggle killing anyone. I don't know. The build just like to me it feels really nice, and it's like more one of my like more favorite builds now.
Okay.
And one thing you can do too, if you want, it's not necessary, is to try practice playing with Triumph. You need to like learn to like preserve your mana a lot more, but it's like a preference. You don't need to
Yeah,
take it. Yeah,
yeah, I really like Presence of Mind.
yeah.
Mm, what do you think about bans? I often ban Draven. I feel like he's just shitting on me in lane.
Yeah. No, Draven is fine to play against, but if he gets a kill, then it's cringe.
Yeah, it's over. Usually, if I don't ban him, I'm like, I will stand on my tower most of the time, like until I hit 6, and then maybe try something. But if he gets a kill before, it's like unplayable.
Yeah. It's like one gank against. Like if you're even against Draven, I feel like it's pretty free. But if he gets ahead, then kind of cringe.
Yeah.
Not to brag, but I played against Pornstar Cillian back in the day, and I fisted him.
What do you think about roams? Like, should I look more often for it? Cause I usually don't do it that much. Only if the enemy bot lane is freezing and I can't break it.
Yeah, exactly. That's when you can't do it.
Okay.
Because you sometimes like a wave is frozen, and they have like really aged champions like I don't know, Sage, Draven, Nautilus or something. Like you just can't walk up.
Yeah.
So you
If you
need
woke
your
up, you're
jungler
just
to
dead.
come.
Yes.
So like if that happens, you can't walk up because you will die. It's like you have to ask your
Right. Right.
jungler, and if they don't come, then it's just doomed. But then another question, like, do you find situations where you're able to freeze the lane and you like sometimes freeze, or do you
Yes.
not?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. If I can freeze, I most of the time I try it.
And for leveling your spells, do you always go a certain spell, or do you like mix and match?
Uh, it depends. If we can cheese early, I like to go Q. I don't know if I got a Lulu or maybe Rakan, something like that, where you can just cheese them.
Hmm.
Otherwise, I most of the time I take the E first. I mean, it's the game plan here is. I guess we are just chilling.
Uh,
I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Blitz hits a hook. I think we don't win it, but I'm not 100% sure.
what, level 1?
At level 1, yes.
It's hard to tell because you're not duo with the Janna, so
Yeah,
like you might get hooked and want to go in, but then they run away, so
yeah.
it's not like something you want to play for.
I think it's fine if you go even in the lane, just farming.
Yeah.
And don't die. Respect the cutter roams.
You also have Shen, which is really nice.
Yes. And I often got the problem with the itemization. I'm not always sure what to build as last item. I often take Titanic Hydra if I go on hit. I don't know.
With this build, like what I like to do is like if they have tanks, I'll go Blade, Rage Blade, Hurricane, and then LDR. But if they don't have like any like good tanks or something like this, then I will go Profane Hydra if I want like low damage. And then I go BT last.
Hmm.
You can like do lots of different things.
Yeah, that's yeah, kind of a good thing on Twitch. You can build like anything, and it somehow works.
Yeah.
Are you gonna finish that?
If I need to change some things on the audio or something, just say so.
Should be fine.
Okay.
Oh yes.
To Summoner's Rift. Seconds until minions spawn.
Who's following me?
Minions have spawned.
Aged like a fine egg.
Aged like a fuck.
Don't trust any liquid you can see through. Hop on, Lice. Hey, what did I step in? Oh,
Mm.
That's cringe.
I'm not sure, but I think it was necessary to flash.
Yeah. Yeah, we're back in 4 minutes anyway, so it's fine.
I'm on to you. It's me.
Yeah, got the cannon.
Who let all these plants survive?
An ally has been slain.
Sneaky, sneaky.
An ally has been slain.
They are the plants.
With doing some work.
Here's something that won't wash off. You're looking a little green. Shiny, not for long.
I mean, at least Kaiser didn't got the kill, so
Yeah.
I think it's fine if we just
I flee.
chill until we hit 6. Maybe Talon can roam later, or Shen comes down.
Yeah. No, everything's fine. I'm just confused by the Diana right now.
It's sticky, so you don't drop it.
No?
What's Shen?
Boink.
Nice.
Sneaky, sneaky. From out of the sewers comes doom. You're welcome. I can't even taste the air up here.
Do you sometimes take initiative to take things like say dragon or?
Rarely. I just wait for the jungler. If he pings it, I come help.
I dealt it. It was me. I was hiding. You're looking a little green. They're planning something.
What's your plan now?
I don't want to give them the dragon for free, but I kinda need to. Oh, nice. Maybe she gets him. Kinda need to reset before we fight, I think. I just wasted time. I mean, the wave would still be fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Dip it in sewage, leave it in the sun for a while.
I guess that's Drake.
So did you hit Diamond 1 first time this season, or have you been it before?
Last season I was D1 as well, but then I hit a losing streak and ended in like D3.
Okay.
Watch your step.
I don't know, sometimes I think I have to play more aggressive in lane.
Hmm.
But it's always matchup dependent, so
Yeah.
Oh, yes, yes.
And when you play, you play like you have a plan, and then you like try and play for that plan, or do you just go with the flow, kind of?
I know I should have a plan, but most of the time I'm going with the flow,
Okay.
looking for what my team is doing. If I see my jungler wants to contest crab early, I try to push the wave in and help her with the jungle.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm too often on autopilot. Like right now I got a kill and I'm not sure if I can use that lead to get anything.
I mean, when you have a lead, and as long as you just remain even, then you will always have that lead.
Yeah, okay, that's true. I'm kinda scared of the Belveth.
Don't trust any liquid you can see.
But if they go full squish, then you should be able to deal with them.
Yeah.
Now, there's a smell you can feel. Sneaky, sneaky. I was hiding.
close.
Hop on, Lice.
And I feel like I should look more to get some plates. I rarely try to get some.
Hmm.
Because I just try to play it safe.
Step in.
Just get a better recall and come back to lane.
Yeah.
A little stench, and it'll be perfect.
An ally has been slain. Enemy killing spree.
All paths lead to home.
Oh,
Oh shit.
Have been slain.
Yeah, that was my bad.
and your mental, like, how do you feel like you get tilted easily, or?
I rarely surrender. I most of the time try to get some CS and
On to you.
maybe somehow some shutdowns.
Your turret
Hmm.
But it's solo queue and most of the players just tilt and go, yeah, spam FF.
But
Go
like, if
AFK
someone
in
griefs,
base.
like, if you have a bad support and they do something that like makes your lane bad, does it tilt you, or is it okay?
Uh, it's a bit frustrating, but I can change it, so
You're looking a little green.
So you have good mental.
yeah, or at least I tried most of the times.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, if I start a game, I don't want to play it for like 10-15 minutes and then go for surrender. If it's winnable.
Yeah.
Like, my champ got good scaling, so why shouldn't I try it?
Have you met my fleas?
I feel like we are dead.
I thought this place could use a little gooping up.
An ally has been slain.
It's me!
Okay. Oh.
Maybe. Well, I got out, so Helen gets some platings.
What's sharing? From out of the sewers comes doom.
I feel like we kinda have to give them the Drake.
Yeah.
I can't even taste the air up here. They're planning something. I know it. Rust is like more delicious mold.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
And I want to push bot, but I think if I stay longer, they will just come and kill me. So I'm taking the wave. Maybe go mid.
Oh, this doesn't smell at all.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Like right now, it's I don't really know if I should look for fights or just keep CSing and getting some items.
You win the fight.
I think we can if they overextend or go too deep. Oh shit.
Something.
Yeah.
It's like you're so broken now.
Yes.
Enemy double kill.
Yeah, my bad that I got hooked there. But I don't feel like it's completely lost right now.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if we can get Sec shut down, but I'm not sure who of us can kill him. Like, is this a game where you would go Lord Dominic's?
It depends if they have champions that scale, like have a lot of HP, or if they're squishy, or like depending on healing. It's like Zac obviously has low HP, so low dumps is
Yeah.
good. But also at the same time, if no one is getting healing reduction, then you will have a second problem, which is healing.
Yeah, right.
And the rest of the champions do not have that much HP. Also
And
remind
wasted money. That.
Enemy double kill.
Okay, maybe that was a bad decision.
I think ulting Blitz earlier and just going ham and killing him and then leaving would be the right thing to do.
Yeah, I wanted to save it, but it's just like you said. If I ult, we maybe kill him and can escape, so it's fine.
Don't trust
Okay. Big.
Okay. Yeah, but I
Karen
guess
is
it's
also a
over.
cringe champion.
Yes.
Enemy quadra kill. An enemy has been slain. Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
Yeah, that's kind of like my games look right now.
Hmm.
I always try to play for an even lane, but even if I stay even, I feel like I'm not doing the right decisions.
I was hiding. Hop on.
So, yeah, what's your thoughts about this game? Like, if you were to win it now, what do you have to do?
Mm, maybe get a catch from someone and try to get Baron, but
You have to get Baron.
yeah, I mean it would be nice, but maybe we can just catch someone and then get a 4v5.
I'm gonna want that back. Oral cutscene.
I mean, we kinda have to fight it.
Why?
I mean, if they get it, they just end, no?
Guess we'll find out.
I'm on to you. Now there's a smell you can feel.
Enemy double kill. Your turret has been destroyed.
Well, I mean, they didn't even need Nash for this, so.
I mean, draft is a bit unlucky, but I think the enemy did a
Yeah.
bit at the start. But there are a few things in this game. I didn't write that much down because I was gonna go over it,
Okay.
but I just wrote the timers because I didn't exactly know what's it.
Yeah, right. Leashing. But if my jungler asks for leash, then I just leave him.
No, but it's like it should like how often do you have to leash in like the silo? Is it often or not?
Mm, I feel like it's often. At least each second game, I think.
Just look at the enemy. I want to see if they add. I just want to look at a few things first before we do anything at all. I just want to first see what Belv did at the start. I mean, I know they came bot lane and that is fine. I just want
Yeah.
to see if they got a leash or not. Yeah, they didn't. And then the second thing I want to look at is what the fuck Diana did.
She invaded.
How do they know? Guess they didn't.
Yeah,
It's a nice bad as I thought then. Yeah, okay. First, like, the reason why this lane is, like, leashing is so cringe is because when you're playing and you leash, I mean, you got lucky that the Blitzcrank and Kai'Sa was brain dead in this case.
yeah, they were a bit AFK, that's right.
Like, if Blitzcrank and Kai'Sa just sits here now,
Yes, they can cheese.
yeah, and then you're fucked. Like, he's just standing there, so this is
Yes.
fine.
So we can just walk in the lane and...
Yeah. And you know how
But
to
it's
play
just-
against Blitzcrank, it seems. Like, whenever he's
Yes.
like somewhere, you just stand on the opposite side of the menu and you just dance back and forth.
I mean, it's the same at level 2, they they think they got it before us, but they did nothing.
Yeah. Alright, so this was all fine. But just one thing, I think level 1, 99% of the time, taking Q is better. Because if
Okay.
they do this like thing here in the bush, if you have stealth, then you can
Yeah,
walk in
you
stealth, put a
can
ward.
check it.
Yeah. And also, if they get like a really early level 1 push, you can like walk into stealth and just walk up to the minions so you're like an XP range at least. So like you have
That's a
like
good
so much
point.
more like room to like do something, whereas like E only has like one purpose, whereas Q can be used for offense and defense. Like maybe it's slightly worse on offense than E if you get like a full stack and you do like 200-300 damage or something, but
Yeah.
in most cases like Q is just more flexible. Level 1.
Sneaky, sneaky.
But the rest of the lane was fine. Like this was obviously unfortunate.
Yeah.
Like Janna failed. I think she should have flashed up like you did too. She flashed like. But I mean, there's nothing like. Most of the time when you're playing against Blitzcrank or Nautilus or something, you have to have the wards in the bushes, or else they
Yes.
just get too much pressure. It's like this is just unfortunate. But even then, Janna had the wards, so, like maybe. But this is like it's something that doesn't happen that often. But if it does, it's obviously cringe. But if Janna flashed properly, I think you both would have
Yeah.
lived.
Unlucky.
So this was just on Janna like flashing wrong.
Yeah. Happens.
Other than that, CSing was fine. Like you played the lane pretty good.
Yeah, I try to keep it even. I mean, even if I get like 10 or maybe 20 CS behind, it's still fine. So I can get some kills later, and I mean, Twitch most of the time has weak side, right? So it's fine if you don't just int.
And
But
now
I've
soon comes the first mistake
okay.
that we're gonna.
Sneaky.
Like in some cases, I think this is risky, but it did pay off. But like I think because you have a pink here, so they don't know that Diana's actually there. It's like the longer, like the further up they push, the better, right? And then you
Yes.
popping Ghost instantly like this and walking into their
Yeah.
face, like kind of like
True.
gives it away.
Yeah.
And you wanna like
Good
like
point.
being slightly better at baiting is something you should maybe try and like do. Because I think they would push this wave in, or they would go for this, but then they would walk towards Diana and you would just follow in stealth. But
Yeah, that's right.
like putting like just doing this slightly different, and now you have one
Yeah,
point in
that's
W2.
that's a really good point.
But then again, it's fine. It's not that big deal. Like it worked out, so it's completely fine. But now comes the mistake, because now you freeze his wave. You got a kill. So the thing you want to do right now is just shove the wave in, get a recall off, so you have just like lead. But the second thing you can do now is you type in chat right now, Diana Dragon. Okay, Diana goes in Dragon, or she helps you shove this, and Diana helps you shove this, and you all three go in Dragon. And just take it. Like ASAP. Like her going here and taking this is bad. Like if you would have typed Dragon at this point here, or like shove Dragon, and just spamming this, I think there's a big chance that Diana would do it.
Yeah, I mean, Kaiser was Half-Life as well,
Yeah.
so even if Blitzcrank came back, I think we still could fight it. So yeah.
So like
That's
at
right.
this point, you should just say Diana Dragon, and like even
Yes.
Janna can go help. Like that's no problem.
True.
It's like realizing when you can do something and like trying to capitalize instantly. Because at this point here, Belveth was going for the voids, right? It's like when they're taking voids and you're playing bot, you have to trade. Like you have to take the dragon. And I think in most cases, just taking the first dragon is better anyway. And also by
Yes.
taking dragon, you remove pressure from bot lane, which is nice because then that's like less likely that
Yeah, we
Belveth
can
will
just
come
keep
bot.
chilling then.
Yeah. It's like this. You have an opportunity here to take dragon. It's like just capitalizing, realizing that right now. Just take dragon, and just ping it. Tell Diana take dragon. Just spam ping like boom, boom, boom on the way.
Yeah,
You know.
right. And if she doesn't want to do it, I just push the wave in and
Yeah.
reset. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point. Really good point. Like that's one of my weak sides, like not looking for dragon for myself. So I often listen to the jungle. If he wants to do it, I help. Otherwise, I mostly ignore it.
Yeah. But I mean, this is fine. But now, like, at this point when the wave is like, you want to reset. Like after you get this kill, we have a lead. You want to reset as
Yes,
fast as
yes, yes.
possible. It's like, okay, staying here, freezing this is fine. But like, if Kaiser reset, Belv come bot lane, then you're like, if Kaiser reset at this point here, when you're freezing, oh, okay, whatever. If Kaiser reset now, Belv came bot lane, and they started pushing, what would happen? You'd be half health, she'd be half health, and then you couldn't reset because they would just perma-shove waves, so you'd get fucked.
Right, yes.
Like then you'd be half health, half mana, she would be full health, like she would sacrifice like 10-15 minions. But after that, when she come back, like you're maybe like 15 CS up, but then she can
Yes.
keep perma-shoving, and you're just completely fucked.
True.
Because you still have, I mean, you have some items, but like if Kaiser just reset, left the wave, came back, and Belviv came bot lane for Dragon, and they just pushed you on a turret, like you might even get dove, and then both of you die. It's like regardless, I think this is like kind of bad.
Right.
So just
Yeah,
getting
so
reset
I-
as fast as possible is better.
Yeah.
Because if Kaiser's smart and you freeze and she resets, again, you Belviv can spot and they just come with reset and
Yes,
they just kill you in the turret and then you're even again.
that's right.
It's like here at this point here, just reset. Like now you have a chance to recall, so you should just do that.
I think that's what's the situation where I even said like, now I just wasted time.
Yeah, you said that here now.
Yeah. I mean, after the mistake, I realized it, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's good to hear it again. Like you said, now I came back to lane, but I don't get the advantage of it.
No, I mean you have an advantage now, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Oh no, she's ahead. Of...
CS.
But still, it's fine. But like, okay, so in an ideal world right now, you just want to play for Blade the Rune King, or like maybe level 6, but I would not flip this lane before you get Blade. It's like, ideally, like, you just wait for Blade. You're just
it's a
chilling,
big
wait for Blade,
pause,
or a gank or something, like, that's what you want to wait for. Like, at the moment, just try and stay even still, like, you're not, even if you had that 300 gold lead, it's not that big. But then when you get Blade, it's fine. It's like, ideally this lane, you just need to, like, keep shoving, just keep chilling, get Blade, don't die.
And if I got Blade, then I can look for some place.
Yeah. Until then, you're just not chill. Because again, Blitzcrank and things are very hard. I think Jana should have took Comet though, I'm not sure why she took this.
Yeah.
And this is fine. I think you maybe press a bit too hard on the pedal, but it's still fine. It's obviously risky, Blitzcrank could be here, and you
Yeah,
can like
right.
recognize that by going back. So we're still fine, like this worked out fine. It was a bit risky, but it was like fine, but I still would have played like maybe a bit slower. But
That's right.
again,
If Blitzcrank is this, yeah, this was way too close. And as you said, if Blitzcrank is in the bush, I just die.
no, but it was still fine. You just played it a bit too like, bit too Rambo. Then you reset. Like this was perfect. Taking the plate reset, that was fine. This is perfect. But then comes the problem again, where like in these situations, like especially on red side, you have to always care for this bush.
Yeah, that's right. But I was like,
You can never
Yeah,
autopilot this bush, like never.
Yeah.
Like any time in the game, you can never autopilot past this bush. Even if you want, you can just buy pink early game when you can and just put it here.
yeah,
Like don't put it like the rest of the pinks like either here or in this bush, like those two. Like never ever autopilot past this bush.
yeah.
Always
It
like
was
hug the
a
right
huge
side here.
mistake.
Yeah.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Other than that, again, fine. Your flash discipline on the next play was good. The fact that you don't always whenever someone's low, you don't like always just flash in instantly like here. I, in some cases, might have just flashed forward there and kept going Kai'Sa, but the fact we saved the hair was really good. And then he goes out here, they both chase you. It's like, this is ideal, like, you get out there both on you, there's nothing you can really do.
Yeah.
And then it's just them not performing, like Shen running back here. Could have helped and killed Kai'Sa. They're chasing you. But again, I think you played it fine here.
I think it's the best I could get out of the situation.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not perfect, but if Jenna wasn't there, I would just die. So
Yeah. So again, this was fine. But then again comes your second problem after you reset here. Push this wave. It's fine, like I think pushing this wave is okay if you have wards, but it'd still be risky. And then you guys kill them. And then you reset. So like if up until this point I don't think you've done a lot of mistakes, you've played it fine.
okay.
So there hasn't been any like big like issues here. And then the second thing to just keep in mind when you level 9, always get the blue trinket. Grading for
Yeah,
this
that's
wave
right,
is
that's
also
right.
fine, like it's not a big problem. I would probably do the same. But as long as you get a reset and you don't die, it's completely fine. But then again, like
Yes.
the second you come here, yeah, the blue trinket, always when you're level 9. Like whenever you like play now in the future and you're level 9, you don't get a blue trinket. Like if you like catch yourself being like level 10, level 11, swapping to blue trinket, be like, why didn't I get that earlier? And like always
Yes.
like
Yes.
your first recall. It's a minor mistake. Always
Yeah,
first
but it
recall,
can make
level
a
9.
difference. Yes.
Like blue trinket is really weak now, but I think it's still like you need it. It's an
Yeah,
ADC.
especially if I want to chase someone and they run away into a bush or something, I can just use the blue trinket.
But it has to be something you catch yourself doing. Like if you would have recalled now and got the blue trinket, you should be like, wait, couldn't I get that earlier? Why didn't I get that
Yeah.
earlier? And mine, what was this? Micro mistake. Micro Twitch mistake. Use W.
Yeah. Right. Right.
I think there's a lot of times like the Diana gank too, you didn't use it very often. Or you didn't use it then either. But it has to be like something you just throw out. Like if you're playing Presence of Mind especially, you have to use your W. Like the reason
True.
why you have to go Presence of Mind is because your W is so expensive.
Yeah. And so I can. Yeah, I have to use it.
Yeah. If you're playing like this, then just take Triumph, basically.
Yeah. Good point. Good point.
Like this is very hard. Like it's hard to play into this. Like it's very difficult. You trying to pick
Yeah.
Sakia is fine. Like it's very hard, but it's it's kind of difficult to
Yeah.
play out kill him when carrying us right around the corner.
Blue team double kill. Ace.
So then comes the next problem. Actually, we'll just address. Not sure if I want to call it a big mistake either, but minor mistake, not capitalizing on objectives or this minor mistake is like the same one before, like when Diana came bot lane and you killed Blitzcrank and then you just like froze and whatnot. And like you need to like capitalize, like always like if you ace someone, like layer a stage into the game and like you don't have like this alarm going off in your head like do 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 do
Yeah.
Baron 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 Baron, like if this is not
Yeah.
going off in your brain, like something is wrong. Like you need this like like when you do something, it's always like, what's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? It's like,
Yeah.
what can we do now? What can we take
Yeah,
now? You know?
always think one step ahead, yeah.
It's like the second you kill someone, do something, you should just be like, what do we do now? What do we do now? What's the next thing? Like reset, recall, like dragon, baron, like boom, like always like this.
Yeah, that's true. Like I said, if my jungler comes spot and we kill someone, I mainly go with the flow. Like, if my jungler wants to shove the wave in and then reset, I just go reset. If he pings Drake, I come Drake. So,
I mean,
like, I
there are,
have to make more decisions on my own, like,
yeah,
look for opportunities to get something.
because there are situations where you kill Blitzcrank there and you can't do dragon because build with path spot lane or like the mid lane is really strong.
Yeah,
But like in this like very specific scenario here, I think you could have took dragon.
yeah, it was free.
But there are other situations where it's like just push it in, reset, and then like maybe play dragon,
Yes.
right? I
Depends
think,
on the state of the game,
yeah.
yeah.
I just think like in this, like regardless of anything, like the thing you did was probably like one of the worst decisions because it could have been like you could have been majorly fucked by the
That's
decision you
true,
did.
yeah, yeah.
Like if Kaiser recalled, they just came back, then you're fucked because you're just
That's
freezing, and
true.
then they perma
Yeah.
shove, and you're just sitting there, and eventually you get toved out. So like, regardless of anything, just like try and think what you want to do next. And if you can freeze, then sure. But that early into the game, freezing, I don't think is
Yeah.
very possible because you don't have the sustain or you don't have like any
Yes,
like
yes.
big lead. Like you maybe had like a dagger on her, but on a recall, just gonna have more items than you again.
That's right.
And then again, I think the game kind of like played out fine. But then when I asked you like what you need to do, I think it was the first problem. I mean, we mentioned this thing here with Blitzcrank, where
Yes.
you should have just like gone full ham, just kill him and like take it. Like you're basically, you're like a rat. Okay. You're not at the you're not at the top of the food chain. Okay, you're at the bottom of the food chain. Okay, so when food is presented, you take it and you
I
leave.
have to take it, yes.
You take the crumbs you get and then you leave, okay? You cannot go get the
Yeah.
you cannot go get the biggest dishes, you cannot get whatever you want. But when some food is presented, you take it and you leave, okay? And right here Blitzcrank
Yes.
presented himself and you had an option to like just kill him quickly and then reset. Like you cannot extend because when Karina comes, the
Yeah,
alpha
it's
predator,
over.
then she takes what she wants.
Yes.
But right now Karina's not here. You should have just took Blitzcrank and just left.
That's
Like
true, yes.
you can flash stream, you can go stream as long as you don't die. It's fine. You can use anything you want because Dragon, Baron, everything, you're not getting it. You're not getting anything this game, okay? That's what I
Yeah.
wanted you to kind of like acknowledge as well when I asked you if you can get back, like what you should do next. Like you cannot
Yeah.
get anything this game.
Yeah.
You can't get Dragon, you can't get Baron,
So I have to take everything
so you
that
just
I
have to be
can
a little
have.
bitch
So
up until you can actually do something. And
yeah.
the good news this game here is that it's fine. You can give everything. They can take soul. They can get soul point because it's cloud, right? If
Yeah,
this
it's
was
not.
Hextech Dragon or like Infernal or something, you would then it would be bad. But this is not a win con for them. This Dragon Soul is not a win con for them. It doesn't matter. They can just take it.
Yeah, true.
Baron, like even if you pick someone, and this is Karina,
Yeah.
like, it doesn't matter. So you have to give Baron. The only thing you have to care about is defending your base and just farming. That's the only thing you can do. You can't make picks, like, you can kill this guy because he entered. But other than that, that's like the best you can get. But right now, you guys should just be at your tower and just giving them everything.
Yeah.
So everything past the point of not killing Blitzcrank, yeah, it's horrible. And
Yeah.
then the second part, again, it just, when you realize this, it becomes different. Because, like, you have to give everything. You have to defend. So, again, in this scenario, when you walk past your tower, you're making a mistake in this point here. So, like,
Yes.
here it's fine. Okay, whatever, you died. So here, you push out, you go down here, and you keep pushing. This is a mistake. like being here is a mistake.
Yeah.
You have to just be mid. You have to literally, at this point, you have to give them everything.
Just turtle base.
Sit your
CS.
base, be a little bitch. You can't. You have
Yeah.
to like. You have to realize what a bitch you are by now. Like that you can't. No
Yeah.
offense, right? But like,
Yeah, I
you,
know
you
what you
can't
mean.
go here. You can't do anything.
Yeah.
You can't do anything.
They just kill us all.
Yeah. So the less you try and take from them, and you just defend your base, keep your towers, whatever, the better it is. But like, obviously, you lost a tower, so like defending Baron is probably not possible. But once you realize you're a bitch, the next question then is, when do I not become a bitch?
That's a good point, yes.
So that's the second thing you have to realize when it comes to this point here. It's like, how long do I have to be a bitch until I'm not a bitch anymore? It's like, when can I do something? Because obviously you have to keep giving things. You have to give Barons, you have to give Dragon, you have to give them Soul Point, you have to give them more farm. But like, when's your best chance to do something, right? And when I asked you, you said we have to make a pick and take Baron. Like, no, that's not your best chance. Like, you're like 90% of the time you will lose this game. Like,
Yes.
right?
We are
So
too far behind to.
when is then the best opportunity you have to actually like maybe win this game? Is my question then. When do you have a chance to maybe win this game?
I
Like,
don't know.
what do you need to like be able to maybe win this game? Like, if you had, okay, let me try and think of.
Money.
No, wait. If someone told you like you can be in this game forever as you want, but when if you die in the game, then you die in real life. It's like, at what point would you like clip your life?
Can you repeat it again?
Like, if a doctor told you that
Yes.
if you lose this game,
Yes.
you die, like in real life, okay?
Okay.
At what point would you risk it? Like, at what point, like, when do you have the biggest chance of winning? Would you risk your life on making a pick and trying to take Baron?
No.
When would you risk it then?
Never, I guess. Because I don't want to die.
Because like, what's the most realistic like point of you winning? Like, making a pick and taking Baron and winning the game is not realistic.
No, maybe just wait for them to engage on us, like when someone gets greedy and is trying to make a play.
Like, it's better to fight them in your base at least, like under a tower or something. Like, you have a greater chance then,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes.
And also, you are more likely to kill them if you have Hurricane, right?
True. So I just say, yeah, I just have to stay base,
Yeah.
take everything, get some items, and
Yeah, so like
maybe
clip
try
it on
to fight them in
Hurricane.
the base.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So yeah, I should look for my power spikes, and then if I got them, maybe then we can look
Yeah.
for fights. But in this case, like in this game, we should
Like
never fight
walking into
outside of the
jungle,
base.
walking
Yeah,
out of your base to make a
it's
pick
like
and
yeah,
take
it's
Baron,
like
it's not
suicide.
happening. Yeah.
No.
You
Yeah,
have like
that's
a
right.
1% probability of like you walking into jungle here and making a pick on one of their champions without getting instantly annihilated by Karina. It's
Yeah,
very
true.
low. But you making a pick on someone in your base is much higher probability than you making a pick on them here,
Yeah.
right? Like, you're not gonna do anything here. Like, your probability of success here is much lower than your probability of success here.
Yeah.
You guys shouldn't even be here. None of you
No.
should be here.
We got no vision. We are behind as fuck.
Yeah, like if this was a
So
5-man pre-made on Discord, I would tell my entire team to fuck off and go base. Like, don't leave base, hit base.
like even if I did that and my team decides to go Baron, do I still stay base or do I follow them at least and
Then you make your best attempt at telling them not to do that. And if that fails, then sure. But first, you have to try and tell them not to do that.
yeah,
Say
good
stay
point.
base, okay? Just stay base, leave, we lose. Stay
Yeah.
base, defend. But if one person dies,
It's over.
No, like just let them die. But if the rest of your team
Yeah.
listens, but Diana's like, YOLO!
Yeah.
Then you guys just defend.
We can still try to defend.
Like
Yeah,
the
that's
best
right.
thing you can do if they're on ban, just take the mid waves. Just
Yeah, so they
kill
can
this wave,
push.
kill this wave, and
Yeah.
then you can even go ahead, take the next wave, and just delay, just stall, stall, stall. Right.
Right.
But like fighting them, bad idea. You will not win. And that's the only thing like from this game here, like the end point. Like this is why like in some cases I think coaching is a scam, right? Because like if people get coaching, they get like one session, and this is the game you have. And then you pay
Yes.
like X amount of money for like one session, and this is the game you have. You don't learn that much. This is like one difference, like one single scenario you get to learn, which is why I personally think that like at least doing 2 games is better, because then you will at least get like some more shown, as opposed to just getting one game where you get completely ran over and then that's it, and you just do a
Yeah.
mod review of this, which is why we're gonna obviously do another game. I mean, we'll do that
Yes.
anyway. But like in this scenario, like when you're this far behind, you just shouldn't leave base.
Yeah. Just
just-
turtle in base.
Yeah.
Get every CS I can get.
Yeah.
Get my items.
Like it's not. I'm not saying like when do you win full build, right? Like that's not realistic. You have to be realistic. Like what's realistic for me to get? Like it's
Yeah.
it's like there's a slight possibility that you get Hurricane, and I would say if you get Hurricane, you have a chance.
Yes.
So like
But
you have
before that, yeah.
you have to be at least be realistic, and then just ask yourself like what's realistic for me to get, and then try and play for that. Because you obviously want to be as strong as you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. But obviously, a lot of things happened before this for you to end up in this situation. Like you lost the house here, everything. So it's all like a snowball effect, right? But I
Yeah.
think like capitalizing on the earlier things like Dragon would have slowed the game down a little bit more.
Yeah.
But even now, I think like there would be I'm not saying you would win 100% of the time in this game here. Like I think you would have a better chance at least if you just like played it
Yeah.
more safe.
Slower.
Yeah.
Slower, safe. Yes.
Because again, I said that you played fine in laning phase. Like everything was fine. Like there isn't much play like pick here. Like you played fine. CS fine. Got your item, but then like not realizing like Leia like what state the game is in
Yes.
was like the
Huge
biggest mistake.
mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but even if it's just like minor mistakes, like you said with level 9 and get the blue trinket, I never thought about it that much. But
Yeah.
and the same with the red side bush. If I walk down to lane, I always have to respect it, especially when the enemy jungle is ahead and they can just look for dives or to run me down.
Yeah. No, like if I'm ahead, I'll be in that bush, like on Twitch.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. I think we might have to you play another game, but I'll see. Because I might have one account. I just have to ask someone.
Okay.
I just have to see what rank they are. Because I don't have any account that is in D1 that isn't Mastiema.
Another thing is if I win lane and got like 2 or 3 kills, I feel like I have to utilize it and snowball it and often force things on bot lane 2v2 and then still lose. But I feel like I kinda have to do something with the kills to get me more far ahead in the game.
It really depends. But like if you have 3 kills, 4 kills or something, um, like as long as you can just stall and just keep the game, then you're always gonna be stronger than the enemy ADC.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe that's one big point as well. So even if I'm ahead, I don't have to force 2v2s on bot.
Yeah,
If I
because
feel like we cannot win them.
it was like a big thing. I mean, Twitch jungle isn't as strong now as before, but like once I got 1 or 2 kills on Twitch jungle, I could just AFK farm because I would always have those 2 kills on enemy jungle.
Yeah.
So like once you get a lead, just like playing safe after that lead is fine. Obviously, the problem becomes when you get like these like 700 gold shutdowns and shit.
Yes. Yes.
Just gonna settings.
Yeah, but inspiration second was nice.
Following me.
Yeah. I think it's I really like it personally. I think it's really good.
Summoner's Rift.
Yeah.
Like getting flashback earlier, like because before like you would have to always like flash before dragon. Like if you didn't have
Minions spawn.
if you waste flash before dragon fight and it's like a really important fight that you have to win or something,
Yeah.
then not having flash is like obviously a big L.
Yeah. If someone all-ins you and you can get away, you're just fucked.
Yeah.
From out of the sewers comes doom.
Minions have spawned.
Aged like a fine egg.
Display.
Time to go.
That should be good. I'm inviting you in 1 second.
Yup.
You can stop streaming.
Okay.
Just 1 second.
Yeah, no problem.
So basically, what we are gonna do now is hopefully we are just going to try and play safe and
Okay.
just see us up, and then look for opportunities to like other things we can do. So like if the jungle comes bot lane, then we might look to take dragon, and we're just gonna like try and actives a bit, and then we're just gonna play around spike. So like as an example, we're gonna play safe early game up until
Yeah,
you get Blade Warrior
until
King,
Blade,
and
yes.
then we might look for a kill depending on the lane. Obviously, it can depend. Like we might be playing against something really cringe.
Let's hope not.
Yeah.
No problem. Again, Velvet.
Yeah, but it's fine. Like, Belveth is nice. Like, if she goes, what's it called? If she goes like full damage, like you should be able to annihilate her. Like even if it's like 3-4 items, it doesn't matter. Like when you get Rage Blade the Rune King, and you can like if you space out, then it's just over. Like, but this lane here is obviously very boring.
Would you look for beast here against them? Level 1?
I don't think there are a lot of cheeses you can do versus them. I mean, you can all in. Like obviously, Senna is very weak early game, so it's obviously an option. But again, I think playing like you have two options versus Senna. You avoid trading, and you scale, or you can kill her. Like those are your two options.
And if I don't kill her, yeah, she can heal up. She got sustain.
Oh, the problem with trading against Senna, especially ADC Senna, is that she will get more souls. Like ADC Senna really struggles with getting souls. So like, you're fine to just scale.
Yeah, if I let her auto me, I just gave her the souls for free.
Mm-hmm. It's like we can either like all in fight, or we can just chill back and farm and just take CS and just avoid trading.
Yeah, so I think it's just better if we chill.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, our team comp is nice, I think. It's not bad.
I mean, Sin Sao is fine as well.
Yeah.
Like if I wanted you to practice more on like being offensive, then I would take Ignite and we'd try and fight. But like, especially now in this mare here, I just don't see the reason for it. Like,
Yeah,
there's
to look
just
for
no need.
fights.
Yeah. You're fine just scaling, getting your 2 or 3 item spike, and then you're really strong. And also, it's like a lot harder to punish people now than it was before.
Yes.
Like the one thing you can do if you want is just like early game, just sitting mid is better than covering sides. I think in solo
Okay.
queue, especially with Belveth, because they're gonna so you just wanna run.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah, but
Minions have spawned.
okay, that's really bad.
Just reset. Yeah. And one thing you can do at this point is just ghost the lane.
I think I have to.
Yeah, Frost Wave made a cringe that's gonna push. So like there's a second problem now of Belveth coming from behind.
Yeah, if we go out too far, we no, at least I just die.
So what we have to do now is now ward this push.
Yeah.
You're fine to walk up and take that, yes.
Okay.
Just do it. Like in this situation where they're freezing you, or like they're trying to like stack up a freeze, it's fine if they auto attack you once, because that will like make it push towards you again, because your minions start attacking them, but your like their minions are still attacking the minions. So like even if they try to set up a freeze set because they attacked you, the wave is like shoving back into us again.
Oh, that's really a good point. I never thought really about that.
It's like what should have been a freeze.
Yeah. No,
Should we
we
leave it?
just stuff it in red.
Yeah.
Has been slain.
It's good.
Yeah.
Ally has been slain.
And you have to care for Belveth, so like we don't have vision here. So you
Yeah.
don't you wanna like sit on the side that I'm sitting. Because that creates like a bigger distance from Belveth. But if we have vision and we know they're not there, then it's fine. Like
Yeah,
enemy
with the-
completely griefed this game.
Yeah, they didn't respect our jungler.
No, but like when they attacked you and like the wave was pushing towards them, but they ruined it by attacking you and going on you. It's like what Senna should have done is just like not attack you and just let the minions push and just CS, and you would have been screwed. But then they attacked you and went on you, and just the wave started pushing into us again. I'll get the cannon.
Okay.
Like you see attack and this minion just comes here, right?
Yes.
Executed.
You can walk up and CS if you want. As long as you have minions is fine. Like obviously you can't avoid every single like Senna
Yeah.
auto attack or whatever. Oh well.
It's me.
Now I just want to shove.
You're looking a little green.
I'm gonna make a quick int.
She's... Nautilus is coming.
You can just stay bot.
Okay.
Okay.
It was a bit greedy from me.
No, it's still fine. Just need to put on.
Ally has been slain. Enemy killing spree.
I'll be right.
How far from 6
Um,
are you?
40%.
I'm gonna want that back.
Okay. So again, like at this point here, fighting now would be a huge mistake, right? Because you're not gonna hit, like you had to fire 6.
Yes.
But now they're on dragon and we want to contest that. So if you can get 6 on this way, that's good.
I
I'm leaving
think
it
I
here.
need...
Just get
Yeah.
6.
And right now we can look for them in
Yeah.
Northwind base if Xing comes, but
Yeah, what? You want to put it there when you get it?
uh,
Ah, no.
where did you pink?
Yeah, in this push.
Oh, yeah.
It's coming bot lane. Told you instead.
An ally has been slain.
So now I'm gonna like try and bait when Nautilus comes.
I was hiding.
That was my bet.
If Sin was 6, it would have been fine. Oh, it's not doing too great. What is popping off? CS coming.
Mm.
But now Belva shouldn't be bot. But yeah, this is fine. Now you can freeze because I walk. But you want to walk the
Yeah.
wave back. Like, just walk the wave up. Don't dance, just walk it far up, yeah.
Okay.
I'll get this one.
Okay.
So Senna has no E now, which means that if there's like a chance, obviously you're half HP now, so it's a bit unfortunate. But you can just push the wave now. Just no lose my roam. You can look to kill Senna. Just keep going.
Yeah, I have to touch that hook.
It's not too bad.
I played that really bad.
But we still win that trade, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Because even though Senna's a strong champion, she's also like a champion that's like, once she's behind, she's really easy to punish. So obviously at this point here now, when we are this strong, and Senna's is weak, then if we know that Bel'Veth is not bot lane, we can obviously look to punish them. But at the same time, like, avoiding those early trades just so you can scale, because you will scale better than Senna early game if you just deny her stacks.
Yeah. True.
I just want to chill. Like, don't walk up. Don't risk it. Like, you have your ult soon.
Yes.
Yeah. Now I have ult soon too, and then obviously we can try and fight. You have a completed item, boots. Like, it's just no way Senna's gonna be stronger than you.
I just have to wait for Bel'Veth.
So now we have Sin Sao bot lane 2 covering. In Bel'Veth is a bit strong.
Yeah.
So Bel'Veth is top, which
Okay,
means
top
we have...
side.
So we can...
I guess we just push it in. Bel'Veth should be bot side right now, I
Yeah,
think.
because Dragon's spawning soon.
No.
You can just contest the
Yeah.
wave. He's on Dragon. Bel'Veth is coming.
I guess
Just hit tower, it's better.
Okay.
Yeah, a bit more damage than anticipated. They're going... Ah, they're going inside then.
Your turret has been destroyed.
You'll see more with your eyes closed.
So how... Okay, so... When you play, you often just farm, right? But do you
Yes.
ever like YOLO at all?
Rarely.
Just take the wave and then take jungle camps. Just take it faster, then faster the better. Oh, you have to take the second wave too.
Do
Just
we
take it
move
fast.
mid?
I don't know.
Oh fuck. I see.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Now we can walk behind them.
Maybe we can get something. Maybe.
Nosy dewdrop.
An ally has been slain.
How much gold do you have?
900. Yeah. I don't know why they're fighting all the time.
I mean, they have nothing now, so you can walk up and try and YOLO it. Should you just use the E?
But goes already up, I would have.
Yeah.
But maybe we still can.
An ally has been slain.
Or maybe not. But I mean, it was kind of obvious they would look for trap.
Delve behind.
I'll be right
Nice.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Okay, so it's kind of similar as the last game.
Yeah. So right now we just say base, get waves.
Just his brother is going damage instead of tank. Just go for trend mail.
Coming.
Here's something that won't wash off.
You have been slain.
Yeah, I mean, It's just feeling like the last game. And I did the exact same mistake. I mean, Arcia got at least Senna.
Killing spree.
Hmm.
Battle. Your turret has been destroyed. It is here.
I don't know when since I died 10 times though. I felt like early game was fine, and then
Yeah,
I
and
just
then
pressed tab at some
somehow.
point and he had like 6 steps.
Yeah.
Your turret has been destroyed.
You got the shot on, right?
Yes. But yeah, Rageblade second feels a lot stronger compared to Hurricane,
Yeah.
especially on the single target damage.
I mean, if you position correctly, like in most cases, you will hit like 2 or 3 people anyway.
Yes.
But now you're obviously like 1k off Hurricane.
Yes. So maybe we can stall it until
Yeah,
I
that's
got
what
it.
you want to look at. Because like the best case scenario is like, okay, you look at 1k and then you like try and think how long will it take me to get 1k.
Yeah.
And in this case, I don't think you'll be able to get 1k before the dragon spawns. So that's when it becomes a bit difficult, because if you can't get it before dragon, that means that we can't fight on dragon, which means we have to like give a break.
Yeah.
Your turret has been destroyed. Your inhibitor has been destroyed. Enemy double kill. A summoner has
I mean,
That's something where I'm also bad, I think. I mean, I wasn't too behind,
Mhm.
but it's hard for me to play against the enemy team if I'm this far behind compared
Yeah.
to them.
Do you have other accounts, by the way? No, like, do you have like a Smurf account or something?
No, not right now. I got one, but I gave it to my brother.
Ah, okay.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
So like, this isn't big, like it didn't matter. But I just don't think covering most of the time is worth it. Like it just relies on too much. It's like the only thing you can
Yeah.
either do is just say a tower, or if you want like maybe do something, it's like be mid. But then it's like more like playing around the jungle, like if he's invading or something.
Yeah,
But
true.
most of the time, I don't know.
Yeah.
You require
I didn't
everyone else to
expect.
cover.
Yeah, didn't expect them to be in there, to be honest. But I should have. I mean, we have already seen them in our jungle, so I have to respect that.
Like laning phase again, it's fine. Like it's no problem. Like this is like both of these games aren't like if you play the pixel perfect you would win the game.
Nah.
Like it's not like that, right? First thing I just want to look at is just fast forward the game and just see where Sinzao died. Like that's the first thing I just want to see. Because he came bot, this worked out fine, and then he went for this. That was fine. It was 1-for-1 trade.
Yes.
Whatever. Shove it in. Farms. Takes one void. Nice.
Killing spree. Killing spree.
Wait, he started 4 times already. I missed one.
Was it in mid lane? In the river fight? No.
Oh, he died 2 times, and then he died here. That was fine. Because we got the
Yeah.
kills. But then where did he die? Oh.
I was high. Smell you can feel. Thing that won't wash off.
Killing spree.
It's down. This might sound bad, but like one of the things I think you would maybe benefit from, because like this game and last game, like I think your laning phase is fine. Like it's just like fine. It's not like a big problem in both of these games, and everything's been fine. But like pedal to the metal, you know.
Yes.
At some point, when you hit spikes or something, I think it would be good for you to like know like what you can do. So like limit testing a bit and just in
Yeah.
I mean, I could have said it too, I think, but I really think at some point here,
We
just if
should
you,
have looked for
yeah,
more fights.
yeah, just YOLO'd it versus the center and just put them in the grave.
Yes. I mean, she was like 0-3, right? If I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
So if we play it right, there's normally no way we should lose it. But I just was too scared of, I don't know, maybe Bellev coming. It was like, yeah, we can just keep chill. But
Sneaky, sneaky.
Shut down.
Because in this game, there are, I mean, okay, there aren't that many. Syndra, like, you can kill at any point if you have flash.
yeah, just have to dodge the stun.
Yeah. So I think, like, because obviously climbing and everything is like a journey, right? It's like it's not something that
Yes.
you're gonna do instantly. So I think, like, one of the things that would benefit you the most, which is why I asked if you have like another account, is like, get Blade the Rune King Spike, just play safe, get Blade Spike, and then like just look
Right.
like aggressive trades and just try and be more
Yeah.
aggressive. Like obviously, again, like this game here is very unfortunate, like the last one. Like it's
Yes.
very hard to play.
But
Being
I
choked
get your
up.
point. If I know how strong I really are at the moment after I got Blade, I can make more plays because I
Yeah.
know which plays I can do and which I don't.
Yeah.
Sneaky. I was hiding.
I don't think there's any need to like comment. Like I think that's like the only like other like thing to take away. It's just more limit testing and just being like more
Yeah.
aggressive at times. Like even with like Draven, like if you get Blade, you just win. Like if there's not like 2 items. Because like you have the Blade and you have Moonspeed that will ghost something, like they cannot run away and you will just keep up. And then you
Yeah.
have ult and you just kill them. It's like you just ult from like max range and just run them down.
Maybe I get another account and will try it.
Because most of, like just I think in general like having 2 account, like just 1 account is bad. Like obviously can just grind on 1 and try and play consistent, but like being able to like experiment a bit, like you fisted the Belveth here as an example, right? Like with Rage Blade.
Yes. She just got melted.
Yeah. And like that's what I meant with the last Belveth too. Like if you have the items, you just kill them. Like this
Yeah.
Belveth was more tanky than the last one because they had Black Cleaver and
Yeah,
that
and she-
Stridebreaker. The last one
Yeah.
was squishy. So like this Belveth, yeah, like got melted, but like you would have melted the other one way harder.
Yeah.
Like Nautilus is a bit hard, but most of the time if you're open from like an angle on Nautilus, like, but Senna's awkward too, right? Because she has E's. Like if you're open
Yeah.
and she E's, then it's
Yeah,
kind
and
of cringe.
it's yeah.
But that's why like in these moments here, like when she's used that. Wait, you had Blade at some point. Let's just go to that. It's like,
Yes.
but you lost your HP because you pulled away, right?
Yes.
Because then it became kind of awkward because you can't. It's like weird to fight from half HP. It's
Yeah,
better to fight
true.
from full HP, right?
Yeah, that was a mistake.
It's like, although freezing is good, at this point,
Yeah.
yeah, we can fight, like, not now, because I'm fucking low, but, like, now you... There is some win, though. And we'll kill them here, maybe. Die. Senna.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there I should just go directly after
Yeah.
Senna. Like there where she's like 5 HP.
No, it doesn't matter. But this is what's relevant. Like when you take this wave, like you don't want to tank it like this.
Yeah.
Just walk
Just
it,
go.
like just walk towards this way. Just walk like towards the tower.
Yeah. If I just do it like that, yeah, I just lose HP for no reason.
Yeah.
And we
So
can
like,
play
just
lane.
drag the wave. Like you can drag, like if you can drag the wave all the way here, go into tower again. Like this wave is gonna come.
Yes.
So this isn't the right way to do it. Because if you had full HP here, like one thing we should have just looked for then is just the fight. Like she
Yes.
just used the E here.
Yes. We
And that-
could,
Yeah.
if
It's
I
like-
was full HP, we could just.
Yeah. But even at this point here, like I think personally, like I would just open ult, just Q, open ult, and then you gap close and you just kill her, like run her down. But like even now you see it like goes fine. I think the flash backwards was strong too. Like I think flashing side is better.
Yeah.
Because all you care about is dodging the hook. Like you don't care about the rest.
Yeah,
Like,
that's right.
so you want to stay offensive, so you want to do like more like an offensive flash.
Yeah, if I flash sidewards, I can maybe still attack Senna.
Yeah. So like you see the hook here? Like
Yeah.
you can either flash to the right here or like maybe up, but then you might get hooked still.
Yeah.
It's like just flashing here, dodging the hook. Like you are going to out DPS center anyway. So like
Yes.
they're just not gonna do anything. And then you get to maintain your damage, and Nautilus hook is obviously gonna come back faster because he hits a wall.
Yeah.
But like you would just get to like keep your tempo, right? Because Sana, she's like Smolder. I'm not sure if you've played a lot against Smolder.
Not that much, like 5 games.
No. It's like if you get an all in Smolder, you just win. Like same thing with Sana. But like if Sana gets to like get 2-3 rotations off, like of W roots and stuff like this, then obviously it's gonna be a bit harder. But like
Yeah.
if we look at this fight now, we look at Sana's cooldowns. Let's point on. So she's just used the W, it's on a 7-second cooldown right now. You go in, she doesn't have it. And you can see now that you come back in again, that it's like still coming off cooldown, right? It's like in this, like she would have been dead at this point. Yeah,
Yes.
she doesn't have flash either. And then she gets her E back. And the fight just gets like absurdly long for no reason. So like just being like more aggressive minded I think is good, which is why I'm saying like a second account. Because then you can do those aggressive plays and not have to like try and play safe and consistent, but rather just try and like limit test more.
Yeah, I definitely will try it.
Because again, like your laning phases, like both of these 2 games here have been fine. Like the only problem is just like after kind of, or like the minor things of like when can you do things. Again here I think at some point we could have took Dragon, but since I died a few too many times.
Yeah.
But in most games, like the last one with the Diana, like even though she was running, you definitely had the option for Dragon.
Yes, true.
Like it's not like you're getting fisted in the lane or like outclassed or something, but it's just like you're a bit too defensive I think at times.
I think that's really the main problem, like when I can go in and when not to. Maybe I should really focus more on that.
Because obviously, you, like, you want to be good at farming, right? But you also don't want to fall too far. Like, you need both. Like, you want to like farm, but also be aggressive.
I can have as much gold as I want, but if I'm not aggressive, I can take the value out of it.
Just give like an absurd example of like how, if I would have played this lane now, like what could have potentially happened in like the perfect world. Like how I would have liked to play if I could get as I want.
Yeah.
This is whatever. Like here, in my mindset, I would like to fight. I see Senna used to use East, I'm like, okay, this bitch is dying right now. I would look to like fire as soon as possible. Then we would kill her. Okay, just take this as an example, they died. After this, I would shove this wave in, and then I would go here. Senna comes back again, I'd just kill her again for free, because I get to walk melee range then, so E doesn't do anything, and then she dies again. I take the wave, and then the game is over. Like from her
Yeah, true.
perspective, I
She loses another wave and is
I
like
kill her
two
again.
behind. Yeah.
That's like the perfect world example, though.
Yeah.
Like just how like oppressive it can be. Like if you kill Senna, you wouldn't have lost as much HP either. Would have kept it aggressive. I don't think.
Yeah.
Like there's just a lot of rooms to like things you can do.
Yeah, I think I will understand it even more if I play on the second account and try some stuff out
Yeah.
and see then what I can do and what I can.
It's like the only thing I'm like kind of like feeling I'm missing from you. It's like the aggressiveness or like the trying
Yeah.
to capitalize on things. Like that's the thing. Like there's just like you just don't have that thing that's like thing in your brain, like the alarm going off, like kill this so we
Yeah,
can do
yeah.
this. Like you're really consistent, like in farming lane, like from the 2 games we played. Like you just don't have that like instinct to like capitalize on
Yeah.
things.
So I guess that's the biggest part I have to work on.
Yeah. Like just like in general, like when you play forward now, like even if you have like a good game, bad game doesn't matter. Like especially if you have a good game, like you don't have to like review your losses, but like if you have a game where you just fist stomp the bot lane, just look over the game and like after you kill them, like if Dragon's up and you like see yourself recalling in that moment and the jungle's bot lane, like you're like we could have done Dragon there. Like why didn't we
Yeah.
do that? Like in the games that you're ahead. Just like, how could I have been more ahead?
Yes.
Because like you don't have like it's not the losses that matter most of the time. Like you can learn just as much from like games you're winning.
Yeah, that's true.
Like what could I have done more? And it's like I'm so far ahead. Like what more could I have done? Like when I'm this far ahead.
Right. I mean, if you're ahead, you always want to play like so that the enemy can't come back, right?
Yeah, because
So
you're in control. It's like
yes.
you don't want them
So
to be able to breathe.
I can choose what I want to do now.
Yeah.
They can't. So yeah. I guess that's the 2 main points I have to focus on, like playing more aggressive and to know when I can go for it, and try to play more for objectives. Like on my own, tell my jungler, okay, come bot now, we can do Drake. Enemy bot is dead, or they just recall, just do Drake.
Yeah, like obviously if you have top jungle inting, like you don't want to like start forcing fights and like trying to get back into the
Yes.
game instantly. You have to then ask yourself always like, when should I like try and force it? Because at some point you have to like, you have to be
Right.
like submissive and be a bitch, but at some point you have to just like, you're like wearing a mask. On the mask it says I'm a bitch, but then at some point you have to take off that mask and be like,
Yes.
I'm not a fucking bitch. I just fucking tricked you. Yeah, I'm a fucking alpha, you know? You just have to weigh out, like, you just have to wait. Like, you just have to be patient and just like being able to recognize at what moment you just
Take
boom.
it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to do it too early, because then you it might not work. You just
Yeah.
want to stall and then just wait for the right moment and then go. And in like, even though you say Twitch, like Twitch is a weak laner, like with Blade and ult, you have 40 AD advantage and like you will beat most champions.
Yeah. It's really actually a huge power spike, and
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes I'm just too scared. I don't know. I'm like, I don't know where the jungle is. Should I really go for a play right now and stuff like that? But
Yeah.
I think if, like you said, I go play on a second account and try stuff out after I got played, then maybe I get at a point where I can say, okay, even if the jungle comes now, we can try to 2v3 them and maybe win. Even if we just got 2 of them, it's still fine then.
Because like you just care about getting gold in yourself. Like
Yes,
1 kill on you is 100 kills for the enemy.
true.
Right. Like Senna would have died there. I had wards. Like generally speaking, as long as you have wards, it's fine. Like if you ward the jungle, like it. Senna, if she doesn't have flash or something, she dies pretty quick.
Yeah.
So like, if the jungle is like 15 seconds away, you might take like 8 seconds to kill Senna.
That's
And,
true.
Like
We
the
can
jungle's
kill
gonna be too
and
late.
just run away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even if I got 2 losses now, I don't care. It's you taught me a lot of points. I see that I can improve now, so I'm fine with that. So it's just you just get some unlucky games.
I mean, it happens to everyone. I mean, look at Tarsal,
Yes.
he's sucking into your masters.
So
I mean, it's a
now
journey, like, yeah.
I can now focus on my weak points.
Like,
And
again, like,
improve.
you're laning and you're consistent, it's fine. Like, if you have a team that's like even or something, like, I don't, like, you would be a very nice ADC to have because you're, like, consistent in the early game and very safe and, like, you get items and everything, right? Like, one thing we didn't get to see these 2 games because it was so oppressive is,
Yeah.
like, how you play when it comes to, like, taking bans or something, right? Or like how you play with
Yes.
your team. Because in both of these games, like you were just completely choked out. So like maybe that's the problem you have, but we don't know because we didn't get to see that game.
Yeah. But even then, like the first game where I was saying like we need to steal Nash or something like that,
Yeah,
and you just said just stay base, focus on getting CS, focus on getting the power spike. I mean it's simple, but in game I didn't think about it like that. I was like, we have to make a play now to somehow come back in the game.
yeah. Because you're playing Twitch, right?
Yes.
And there's one thing Twitch wants, and that is for people to be like stacked or grouped. Like you don't want people to come from like behind you to the left, to the right. Like you want everyone to be in front of you.
All right, so
Right.
I can hit them,
Yeah.
hit as much as possible. Yeah.
So the thing you want to ask yourself is like, how do I get that situation? And obviously, one way to get that situation is to go like for them to be on Baron, right? Because then they're focusing Baron. So that's simple, right?
Yes.
But in these losing games, like it's very hard to go into the jungle. But like when the enemy team gets Baron, what happens?
They just come to us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's something you want, right?
Yes.
It's the same thing with.
Especially in our base, like you said. Yeah.
So like before with the old Herald, oftentimes like even if they go Herald, I would say that's good. Like I'm glad they go Herald because what does that mean? That means they're gonna group up. It means they're gonna push one lane.
Right.
And when they do that, I'll be there. Right? So like they get Herald, good. Now I know they're gonna group up. I like that. I like when they're grouped. So I just stay in my tower, wait for them to start pushing, they group up and they just come towards me and then they're like giving me the perfect like scenario that I want as Twitch.
Yeah. Sometimes I think I have to look for more opportunities like that to just step back a bit and see, okay, if they go for this or that play where I know, okay, they will come now grouped, maybe I can get a nice, not flank, but a good angle to spray them away.
Yeah, exactly. So like they get Baron, like okay, you're like okay, I would have liked that Baron, but at the same time, like it's good. That means they're gonna group up. Like that
Yes.
means they're gonna start pushing our base, like another tower. Like they're gonna be grouped. Because one thing that's very hard for Twitch with our vision is to fight in jungle because you don't have any vision. But like near your tower and base and stuff, you will have full vision of them.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, without vision, you can't auto-attack them. So
Yeah, exactly.
you're fucked.
So like oftentimes it's very nice, especially when you have your like spikes, that they have, like they're grouping up and pushing, because you will just annihilate them then. The
Yeah,
problem
they
comes
just
when you're in the jungle and they like come from behind and they sandwich you and flank you and stuff.
nah.
But like especially the enemy comp with like Karina, Belbuff, like you have Hurricane Rageblade there, and you get to like open up from a distance, like on them all. Like they don't have like enough. Like Karina can jump, but they don't have the setup to like instantly kill you. Like
Yeah. I mean, I still can flash away from
yeah.
her, even if she jumps on me and just kill her then.
Mm-hmm. So like oftentimes like the enemy getting like those kind of things is good because they will play like something that people don't do a lot, or like something I I make the mistake of, like it's oftentimes a mistake to play into the enemy, because you if you play into them, like it's easier to play on the like defense than offense, because you have to play into them, you have to walk into them, go into bushes. But
Yes, right.
if they play into you, it's like it's much easier for you to like react to do something, because they're the
Yes,
ones that have to like get on you.
right. I can choose when I come out of stealth and
Yeah.
try or start to attack them. That's right.
It's like you're playing against, who's a good example? Like Belveth. Like you playing into Belveth is hard because you have to walk into her, and then when you walk into her, she can W you. If
Yes.
Belveth is running, like playing into you, she has to hit the W on you, like while you're running away, and that's much harder for her than if you're running
True.
into Belveth. Like if you run away from Belveth, harder for her to hit W. If you run away from her, like it's like much easier to play out, like the one not having to do something. Like when
Yes,
they're
yes.
yeah.
I know what you mean.
Hmm. And that's
No,
often when you can like capitalize on something.
uh, I would definitely try to improve on all the things. I mean, it's just like you said, it's not gonna happen from today to tomorrow, but it's a journey. So
Yeah. I mean, there are like 1 million scenarios in League. Like it's like even if you had 2 games now, some board reviews, like it doesn't cover everything. We both both of these games were just
yeah,
covering games from behind, and like how like I think in the second game especially you could have like we could have maybe pushed your lead a little bit more, but other than that it would have still been like the same thing.
yeah,
Mm. I think like with more aggression and like knowing when you can capitalize on things, you could also like slow them down a lot. Like choking out
yeah,
the bot
sure.
lane, killing Senna, and then maybe like looking for some picks and Syndra. Like there are certain champions, mm, even if they're ahead, like they have like say they have a Zoe. That's a very good example. They have a Zoe. She has
Okay.
like 10 kills. You have Blade the Rune King, Hurricane. She has fucking I don't know what items they go, but just say that for items like Rabadon's death cap, and they have 10 kills. Like and you just see that 700 gold shutdown. Like in your brain, it should be like that's mine. Like you can go pick up that at any point, because all you have to do is just ult and just run her down, dodge the E, and that's it. She's dead.
Yeah, that's actually a good point.
Because
I'm always like, okay, they got a shutdown. It would be nice to get that, but I'm never the one that's like, okay, I'm trying to get it now.
like a lot of these champions in the game are like free pickings for you.
Yeah,
Like
true.
Ilaoi, like if she's fed, like if you have enough items to kill her, like all you have to do is dodge the E and she's dead. Yorick, same thing. Zoe, Senna, Aphelios, Jinx, Sivir.
Yeah,
Like all of these like immobile champions, like you just run them down. Like there's nothing they can do. You just open our stealth with
true.
ult with like 2 items and they're dead. So like just having that like mindset of like being able to
Yeah,
identify those champions. Like same with Belveth. Like this, you saw how hard you melted this Belveth.
yeah,
Like under the right conditions, like you will just like it's just free pickings for you. And my point isn't that they should have a shutdown. I'm just saying like you should be able to like identify certain champions in the enemy team that you can just kill
yeah.
and just take money.
To see what's a threat and what's not, or
Yeah.
what's especially dangerous. Like, yeah, like you said, Syndra, E, Jinx, E. I just have to avoid 1 CC of them, and like you said, I can run them down.
Yeah. I can give some examples. I'll just go on your OPGG. Just look at what champions played against. I'll tell you like almost like every single champion that you can just run down. It's hard to think on the spot. See them. It's easy to know. Chase. You see this?
Yes.
Alright. Karina can be free pick. Obviously Zac not. Kaiser's not. Blitzcrank can be. But on this team here, like the easiest one to kill if you can like avoid the damage, Karina. Then you have Swain free picking, Evelia if you dodged E or like she doesn't have minions, then she's free picking. Astral free picking, Ash free picking, Aurelian Soul free picking, Senna can be free picking if she doesn't have E and like whatnot.
Yeah.
Evelia again, Kalista if support's not there. Brand free picking, Neferi free picking, Rumble free picking, Swain free picking, Samira free picking if you have the distance in ultimate. Akshan can be difficult, Viego difficult, Misfortune definitely free picking, Sia free picking,
Yeah.
Kane difficult, Karma free picking, Lucian free picking, Seraphim free picking, Victor free picking, Sire free picking, Talia especially free picking. So like that's Tristana. If you have exhaust, can be hard. Playing Bane here, it's different. LeBlanc, same thing. If you get the thing, Smolder, always free picking. Doesn't matter how many stacks you have, you will always kill him. Gragas can be, all you have to do is just dodge the stun. Just with enough items, of course. Kaiser's always going to be difficult, but like these champions like Kalista, Janna can't really do much. Like this Lucian Nami, like you can run them down. Like there are so many champions that you can like always like capitalize on. Like
yeah,
if you're strong enough.
I really have to change my mindset there and be a bit more aggressive if I know I can just run him down.
Yeah. Like you just go in stealth and just pop your ult like 0.2 seconds before you open. Just use your ult so you will always have the biggest range, right? Because it's very hard to get the max range. So like using your ult before you open is sometimes a good idea because you get the right range then. Whereas if you like auto attack ult, you will always be a bit closer than if you like ulti and then in stealth and then auto. And especially when you play Ghost, it's so easy to just run people down.
Yeah.
Oh wait, did you demote now? Oh, you did. Rev. Yeah, I don't know if you have any other questions or anything.
No, I think you got the main problems down, so I know what I have to work on.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate you took your time.
Yeah. I mean, if you have any questions or like something you want me to like quickly look over in a game or something, then you can just DM me and I'll take a quick look.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. So then I wish you a good evening.
You too, man.
And thanks for the coaching.
Yeah, no problem. I feel bad though because you lose some quest, but it is what it is, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Fucking
see ya.
junglers. See you later, man.